with the faux fur yarn. Okay, Erin, I totally get it. It is so hard to work with the faux fur yarn. But what has really helped me, oh, here, I'm sitting on a pillow right now. This is actually a pattern of mine. It's really smushed right now because I've been sitting on it, but this is a pattern of mine for a faux fur pillow. It's a crochet pattern. It's on my website, by the way, but I just wanted to show you because it is really hard. Like, you can't even see the stitches really on here. And I actually have some tips in that pattern. If you do end up purchasing the pattern, some tips for working with faux fur yarn, but one of those is like feeling for the next stitch. So that is actually how I crochet without looking sometimes too, is you feel with your pointer finger and your thumb in your tension hand, and you feel the divot of where the next stitch is, and that helps out a lot. It does take practice, but it definitely helps a lot. And also using lighter colors will help more too. Like if you try to use black with the faux fur and it's your first time using faux fur, you're just making it harder on yourself. So using the lighter colors, like this is a good beginner, like if you're just getting started with the faux fur yarn, this color right here. And I love this color. It's so cute. I have my first craft fair on Saturday. Do you have any tips? Well, first of all, congratulations, Lily, for your first ever craft fair. That's super exciting. And I'm wishing you all the good luck. Saturday, it's in a couple days. I mean, you don't have a ton more time to prep anything else. So at this point, I would sit back, I would relax a little bit, just make sure you have everything together. If you don't already have my craft fair checklist, snag it. It's free, it's available on my website, or you can go to camrynscutecreations.shop/checklist and you can download it for free. Just make sure that you've got everything packed, ready to go, and have an idea of, you know, like an itinerary or kind of a plan of the day of what you want, like when you gonna try to fit in lunch and things like that. I just feel like planning things ahead of time like that really helps me out. But you're gonna do great. And I always say to anyone with their first show coming up that you are gonna learn so much. So no matter how much you make or how much you sell, just know that there is benefit of going beyond that because you're gonna learn so much from the experience. So super excited for you and definitely good luck. Also, how do you take bathroom breaks if you are doing a market solo? LOL. Okay, Winter's Meadow, I totally get this question. It's so funny to think because we just don't think of those things sometimes before a show, and then we go to a show and we're like, oh my gosh, what do we do in this situation, right? So I'm glad you're thinking of these things ahead of time. You know what? I actually had a neighbor at my last show, and I'll use this as an example, that was there alone. His wife was like helping him out, but she wasn't there for part of the day. And I watched his booth for him a couple of different times when he just had to use the restroom really quick. And I was just right next door to him. And so I just stood out at the front of my booth and I was watching my booth and his booth. And I was like, oh, hey, like if somebody came up to look around, I was just keeping an eye, making sure nobody was like gonna steal anything. I mean, we were in a super safe area. I wasn't super concerned about that, but just keeping an eye on his booth, making sure everything's okay over there. But also if a customer walks up, I could just say something like, hey, he stepped out for a second, but he'll be right back, but feel free to look around and he'll be back shortly or whatever. And you can ask your vendor neighbor to do the same for you. And I ended up asking him to do that for me as I was set up there alone so I could take a quick bathroom break. So this is why it's super important to introduce yourself to your neighbors. And sorry, my yarn is super tangled right now. It is like literally tangled in, it's like, it's like tangled in, this is like a spinny office chair, and this yarn is literally tangled around the legs. 1 second. It was like wrapped around the legs. Okay, we're good. I was like, why is this not pulling out of course my skein also looks like this, so that's part of the issue. But anyways, I hope that was helpful. Have you got any market prep friendly items you would recommend? I have a ton of market prep friendly items I'd recommend. A few of my patterns that are free that you could try out. My pumpkin pattern is super popular. You can grab that at camrynskutecreations.shop/pumpkin. It's free and it's super market prep friendly. You can make a few pumpkins in an episode of Gilmore Girls. I always say that as my as my like gauge on time because I've been really binging the Gilmore Girls recently. But anyways, that pattern's really popular. My scrunchie pattern literally takes 3 minutes, so super market prep friendly. I've got keychain patterns that take less than 10 minutes, and you can find all of those on my YouTube channel as well. And if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel or didn't know I was on YouTube, I post weekly YouTube videos, and my channel name is just the same that it is here. I also have it linked in my bio. But it's Camryn's Cute Creations. And yeah, again, I post weekly videos and I have a ton of tutorials and a ton of content on there already. So I don't know about you, but I love finding a new YouTube account, a new YouTuber, and that I love, and then just setting up like a little crochet station and just binging YouTube videos. It's like my favorite thing ever. And so whenever I get DMs like, I just binged a bunch of your YouTube videos, I'm like, I get it, because I do that too. When I find a YouTuber I really enjoy, I just like watch all of their videos, and I'm super happy to say that I've been on YouTube for I think almost 2 years. You know what? I should check, because I think I may have just passed the 2-year mark on YouTube, which sounds so crazy. It feels like it hasn't been that long, but anyways, yeah, I have tons of videos. Oh, you're so sweet. Love all your videos. So good to listen to and watch while market prepping. I'm so glad, Nikki. Thank you. Yeah, check out my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I've got tons and tons and tons of videos on there. Let's see here. I'm gonna go back to my questions. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, is I've been on there for years now, and I have posted consistently for years, and so there is a lot to binge if you're looking to binge something. How do you look after your hands? My hands hurt after a while, and I'm not near as fast as you. So as far as hand pain goes, I still get hand pain as well. And I get a lot of wrist pain. That's more what happens with me. I do have on my YouTube channel, I was just talking about YouTube, I do have some stretching videos and also some products that I like to use to help alleviate some of that pain. Recently I've been using a CBD stick from a gal in our area. She's called Bath by Bex, B-E-X, and you can send her a DM on Instagram and she'll know. Just say I'm friends with Camryn, and I was wondering what is the product that she uses on her wrist, and she will be able to give you that information. But it's been helping a whole lot. Again, that's Bath by Bex. She does CBD stuff around in our area, and I've actually met her at a craft show, and I use that for my wrist, and it's been helping out a lot. So I need to make another post about it. I think I posted about it when I first got it, but it has been a game changer for my wrist. So definitely give yourself lots of breaks though. Like I said, I've been binging Gilmore Girls, and a good cue to me is when it goes from one episode to the next and the theme song starts playing. That's a good cue to me and be like, okay, it's been a minute. Like, it's been at least 40 minutes since I last took my break, and so I better take another break, do some wrist circles and those stretches. Again, I have all those in a YouTube video if you want to check them out. How many items do you recommend preparing for a market? Okay, so this definitely depends on how much time you have. I always say it's better to over prep for shows because you can always sell them eventually, right? But if you only bring a certain amount and it all sells out, I mean, it is a good problem to have, but then you run out of inventory and you're missing out on sales. So I always recommend starting with 3 of each size and color of each product, and then going from there. If you have more time to do more, then shoot for 5 of each color in each product. But it definitely depends on how much time you have, how many products you have, and how you have your business set up. I will say in my upcoming course that I'm launching in 2025, I'm going to be giving you like the exact strategy, exact plan. It is way too detailed to just answer in a quick little like live answer, but I will have it all packaged inside the course for you, where if you're like really struggling with how much I should make, or like what I should charge for my products, and how many of this price and how many of that, and getting a well-rounded inventory, then stay tuned for that. I do actually have a waitlist for the course if you're interested, and it's on my website. If you go to my new website, Sorry, I keep losing my voice. It's on my new website, camrynscutecreations.shop. And if you click course in the menu, there is a wait list. It's free to sign up. And I'm just going to send in like updates about the course as I'm getting it finished, and be able to have you have first like access to it when I do get that launched. So definitely sign up for that wait list. The course isn't free. The wait list is free. Sorry, I hope I explained that right. The course is going to be more of a higher ticket digital product that I'm selling, but that's because there is so much included. Like, you are gonna be amazed with how much is included for the price. Like, it is crazy good deal. But anyways, enough on that for now. I have more details coming soon on that. And again, if you want to sign up for that wait list, that is where you'll get more information on that if you're interested. Does your crochet completely support you and your husband? That's my dream. Yes, it does. Well, my husband also does work, though. I will say we both work, but my business income is to the point where if we had to, we could live off of just it. And my husband last year was working another job where he was making quite a lot less. And so this seems like kind of like I'm oversharing. Maybe I shouldn't be sharing this. I don't know. I was making more than him for a while there. Now it just depends on the month. Like, he's just in a better position now. And so, yeah, my business has got to the point where it can sustain us and support us, which is super cool. Like, to get to that point, it wasn't always that way, especially when I first started. And I struggled a lot with, like, even a lot of it is just mindset stuff and knowing that it is possible. And you're gonna really like this Friday's YouTube video because I share about some things that I wish I knew when I first started that will help you get to like that full-time position even quicker in your crochet business if that's something that you are wanting to do in it. So anyways, I hope that is helpful, and I don't think Peyton would mind me sharing that because he's very proud of me in the business. And honestly, I could not be doing this business without him and his support. Like, he is amazing.